these questions coming. Keep them coming. Someone inquired how to be an effective campaigner in this. I got a little advice. You know what they say, you can take it or leave it. It's up to you. I know how I'm going to be an effective campaigner, or attempt to be an effective campaigner. I'm not arguing with stupid people, and I'm not arguing with evil people. We're not arguing with stupid people. And there are plenty of stupid Americans, and I'm not arguing with them. No, we're not doing that. And I'm not going to argue with people that I know come from a lineage of evil. Yeah, we're not arguing with those folks either. The lineage of evil folks, we're not arguing with them. And you all know who they are. They generally call themselves conservatives. And I tell you all the time, you can't spell conservative without the word con. Because they're a bunch of con artists. Now, anybody else is fair game, we can have a conversation with. Do not have a conversation with people who are just stupid. You're taking money from me to give to some black person? No. We're Bye. Firstly, you don't have any money, so how are we taking it from you? When did you become the United States government? Because I never said we were taking money from individuals. Yeah, so that sounds stupid to me. So we shouldn't argue with stupid people. If you can't wrap your mind around the fact that the United States government is not your wallet, I don't know what to tell you. Bye, Felicia. Because we're not going to argue with you. We don't have time for that. We have to organize and agitate and do a whole host of other things. Arguing with stupid people is not one of them. People who are plain old evil. You know, people that say, I'm going to put it in the state constitution in Florida that we never have to pay restitution to black Americans for what we did down here in Florida. You know, pouring acid in pools while people were in the pools. We don't want to have to pay restitution for that. That was long after slavery, I might add, Florida. You entered the Union as a slave state. Yeah. I mean, they can't even track how many lynchings occurred and have happened in Florida. They can't even track it. The numbers they report are not accurate. Believe me, it's way higher. They don't track that. Yeah. You had the Dollar General shooter that walked into the Dollar General recently. Remember him? Yeah. So, that's the lineage of evil type of folks. We're not arguing with them. I don't give a damn what they think. Just stay the hell out of our way. And keep it moving. Because if they get in our way, and we know they come from a lineage of evil, it's up in its own. Period. We can tell the difference between somebody that's stupid and somebody that's pure evil. You can tell the difference. Donald Trump falls into both of those categories, sadly. He's not the brightest, and he's evil. So, you can only imagine that most of MAGA will fall into maybe simultaneously both of those categories. It might be hard to differentiate between stupid and evil. Many times it is with them. Yeah. They're kind of stupidly evil. Yeah. We know. Anywho, we're not arguing with them. That's not the way to be an effective campaigner. An effective campaigner is out registering people to vote. An effective campaigner is telling people, you know, if we get this Congress member in this district, there's going to be a vote when they come to the House, when this goes to the floor in favor of H.R. 40. Yeah. There's going to be a vote for whatever that commission makes a determination about. Yeah. That's an effective campaign. telling people what's at stake. Yeah. And also explaining what's going on. If you're busy, talking to folks that have already got their mind made up but are trying to play stupid, you're wasting your time when you can be, using your resources to get somebody who's turning 18 registered to vote. We need to really be working on voter registration. That's going to be huge. New voters, you can bring them into the system, and plus you can explain this situation. That's a win-win. You get a new voter, and probably you get somebody who now understands better than maybe some of these older voters, the issue of reparations. So registration is paramount, and it's going to be key. Going to be one of the biggest tasks that this operation is doing, registering new voters. Yeah. A lot of people don't see it that way. They say voter registration. How does that correlate to this? Because we want those Congress member seats. And plus, vote down ballot. We want the judges and the sheriffs. Because once this happens, we're going to need those folks to be removed. Yeah. An effective campaign. Don't argue with stupid and evil people. Please don't. Somebody said, well, what if they want to argue with you? Ignore them. I already said we're doing a block party. Yeah. People that oppose, it's a block party next year, and you're not invited. Period. We're blocking you. However, people that are on the fence, undecided, those are the people we really want to spend time talking to. Yeah, just those folks. And somebody like, I'll give you an example. Somebody like Charlie Kirk, who's going to be a demagogue, tell you that the reason reparations is an issue is because it's communism. They want to redistribute wealth, Marxism. That kind of evil, we don't got time for. Why argue with it? He's already got his mind made up that he's going to be a demagogue for racism. Don't worry about it. Cut our losses and move on to other folks. Yeah, that's what I say. That's how to be the best and most effective campaign. If you're spending time registering people, and believe you me, I know how to do this. I never will forget. I was trying to register people out in Chicago. We were on the campuses, a bunch of campuses. And I was at Kennedy King College. Now, some of you are familiar with Kennedy King College from the south side of Chicago. CPD, Chicago Police Department, they kicked us off the campus. They said, you can't register people on the campus. I said, why not? It's a public university. They just didn't explain why. So we had to set up the table outside the main entrance to the university, the college. They said, you're going to have to move about 100 feet from the main entrance too. Then the light bulb went off on my head. I said, they don't want people, especially young people, to participate. Because they know they're not going to get the outcome they want. So they want to make it harder and harder. And see, it's not just about registering people either. Maybe somebody moved and they haven't updated their voter registration. We were doing that too. So I was updating people's voter registration. Say you lived on the south side, but now you live on the north side. You're like, oh yeah, there was an election. I didn't get my ballot. Did you update your Did you update your address to the voter commission? Oh no, I didn't do that. We can do that for you right here. Takes about 5 minutes. Just fill out this card with your address, your name. We'll mail it free postage. They're like, oh my goodness, really? Is that easy? Yeah, just fill out this form. Easy. The CPD saw us doing that, stacking up people, and they said, get over there and stop those bastards. They ran me off DePaul campus. I had to jump the fence. They were running after us. Yeah, they ran us off of DePaul. This was years ago. They ran us. This is why I have run-ins with the CPD. Chicago Police. We go way back. We go way back. I went to the first ever slut walk and they tried to, beat me. Yeah, they're not nice folks. Let's just say that. So, I say that to say this. You have no idea how important it is just to register people. That's step one. Then you want to keep touching base with them. If they're young and they're eager to get involved, have them volunteer with you. Have them volunteer to register people as well. They have friends who aren't registered. Hey, each one bring one. Yeah. Yeah. I had a campaign going where I would tell folks, you know what? If you register 2 of your friends, hey, we had some candy, we had donuts, we had everything. And they said, yeah, we got friends on the college campus. I'll go grab some of them. We'll get registered. A whole bunch of people. I never will forget, there was a cheerleader squad. One of the young cheerleaders, she looked over and she looked at our table. She said, what are you all doing? We said, we're registering to vote. We had the music blaring. I was doing some dancing, She said, that's cool. I said, are you registered? She said, no. I said, why don't you come on over? She said, it'll take too long. I said, no, it won't. It'll take you 2 minutes. Just fill this out. She said, okay, I don't believe it's going to take me 2 minutes. I said, here's all you need to do. Put your name, address, zip, and that's it. She said, really? That's it? I said, yeah. It's simple. She said, so now I'm registered and I'll get a ballot. I said, yeah. She called the whole squad over and said, hey, you all, are you all registered? Some were, but didn't know that they were, had changed addresses, so we registered all of them. It's like 10 or 11 of them. Man, I'm telling you, I was so excited. Because that's real power, when you finally have your voice in this republic. Your vote is your voice. Yeah. You want to be an effective campaigner, tell them you don't count unless you're registered and you vote. They don't even recognize your existence. I told those cheerleaders that. I said, you can be bright, brilliant. You can be all of those things. And if you don't participate in this process, this system, they won't count you. They don't know. You have to participate. They were going to vote. And I think they did vote. There's no way to know for sure, but she was definitely excited enough to call all of the rest of the cheer squad to the table. Yeah, we had donuts, we had sandwiches, yeah. Subway sandwiches, we had everything. Juice, everything, candy, music was going. So we had to move out into the parking lot at Kennedy King. Do you know they had an officer come to the parking lot and want to harass me? I said, officer, I'm not even on the college campus anymore. I'm in the parking lot trying to do this. I didn't have the table or anything. I was just walking up to people as they were getting in their car. He said, you can't walk up to people as they're getting in their car. I said, is that a law? He said, no, but you're trying to be smart with me and I can, take care of you. I said, so let me get this straight. You're threatening to detain me because I'm trying to give citizens the right to participate in their democracy. I said, you work for the state, right? I pay your taxes. And you don't want these people to participate in this democracy. Yeah, this was way back. Yeah. He said, I got to get off the campus. Now you all, I left for a couple hours. I came back at night, went to a different park, and did the same damn thing. I'm not going to get deterred is what I'm trying to tell you, and you shouldn't. 24 is it. You know, this is it. Why do they try to make it so difficult for people to vote? Why don't they have automatic same-day registration? Why don't you just, when you turn 18, automatically become registered to vote? Why do they really try to make it difficult? Because they don't want everybody to vote. They know the fewer the people who exercise their right, the better outcome it is for certain, politicians, certain lobby interests. Yeah. They don't want a whole bunch of people, they don't know how they're going to vote. You might get somebody like Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, somebody that disrupts the establishment. Might get somebody like Ilhan Omar, Cori Bush, Ayanna Pressley, Rashida Tlaib. Might get disruptors, and they don't want disruptors in this system. They want compliance and control and subjugation. That's what they want. So if you want to be an effective campaigner, tell people what's at stake. Tell them if you participate, you can get what you want. It's just the fact that we told ourselves we can't get it. Yeah. A closed mouth doesn't get fed. Exactly, yeah. A closed mouth doesn't get fed, yeah. And that's the type of mentality we've had. But that's on us. We need to be better, effective campaigners. Yeah. I'm planning to be out there, better campaigner. Yeah. I had a supervisor. I was in a cafeteria at one of the colleges. And my supervisor was like, you're just standing around and all these people are, walking by you. You gotta, disrupt the situation. This was when I just had first started. This was my first day. So you gotta be disruptive. You gotta get people to draw attention to you. I got up on one of the tables and started screaming, come and register to vote, come and register to vote. Get your ass up over here, register to vote. I made a scene. Everybody was laughing and funny. A lot of people walked out of the cafeteria, but some people came over after they were finished with their meal and they registered. My supervisor was like, I wasn't expecting that. I said, I wasn't either. You said I had to make a scene now. And my supervisor was like, I'm going to like this. Yeah. It's time to make some noise again. Time to be effective campaigners. We're going to go all around this bitch-ass republic and campaign for this. Street by street, city by city, neighborhood by neighborhood. We're going to know everybody who's for us and we're going to know who's against us. We're going to take head counts. They're going to do that in the Congress too. They're going to need to know who's for it and who's against it. If you want to be an effective campaigner, tell people it's time for victory. And you don't get victory by complacency and apathy. You have to participate. Your voice is your vote. It's time to make a choice again. A crucial choice. One that's going to have lasting ramifications for generations to come. Yeah. It's time to make a stand again. Yeah. Against some of this stuff we've allowed to just, run amok in our republic. This racism, bigotry, hatred. Time to take a stand against it. That's how you be an effective campaigner. I'm going to say, yeah, they're going to go out there and do it. Yeah, I know. I feel it. I feel people are fired up. People are fired up now. They can keep telling you on the news, nobody knows. Not from what I'm hearing. No. Word on the street is the young kids are fired up. Now I got to get some of the people who've always participated, who are, some of them are wavering. Once they see these kids out here fired up, they're going to get fired up too. Trust and believe.